Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Loving greeting from me to all, and especially Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu to all Muslim ladies and gentlemen around the world. It is blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that Allah Almighty has chosen us for the message of Islam. Ladies and gentlemen, today we talk about another most important, most crucial kind of issue. Today we talk about women's education. As you know that when we talk about women's education, on this topic different pupils have different kind of mindsets, different kind of point of views, but we follow the Islamic commandment, Islamic point of view. Islam commands every woman, every man to get knowledge, to get education. I think the women education plays really an important role in our society. If the woman is well educated, you will see brilliant result in the society in the coming futures. You will see such an amazing kind of pupils. You can see such an amazing kind of pupils in the coming generation if our woman is well educated. But unfortunately, today some pupils in our societies are against the women education. But my dear brothers and sisters, please kept in mind is that if you not allow the woman to get education, if the woman is not well educated, so you will see the ignorance in the coming future. You will see the ignorant pupils in the coming generation. So please allow the women's education, allow your women to get education. But I think we should need some proper arrangements for the women education. Today we have not an amazing, not an excellent kind of arrangements for the women. We should need proper arrangements for the women education. I think first of all, we should need to arrange separate education for the women. In our societies, in every country almost, there is co-education. But I am not in favor of co-education, because you cannot realize the negative impacts on the society of the women's of the co-education. So I think we should arrange the separate education for both the genders. There is really some negative impacts on our societies of the co-education. As we allow our women to get education, and especially in this time, in this modern era, we need women in some special fields, like in the field of medical, in the field of gynecology, in the field of gynae. We need our women, because in this field, if the women are interested, so our women, our sisters, our wives, our mothers will have a great kind of setup in this, will have a great kind of treatments. The women treat our sisters, our women in a brilliant way. The man cannot. So we should allow our women, we should allow our women in these fields and some other interesting fields for the women, which will be really beneficial for the women, such as medical field is really important for women, teaching field is really important for women, another child psychology is really beneficial for women, and home economics. These are the beneficial fields for the women, and other fields like engineering, like sports, like cricket, football. I think we don't need these. We don't need the women in these kind of fields. These kind of fields are not for women, my dear brothers and sisters. These fields are just for men. And we don't need women serving passengers in aeroplanes, in trains. This is the duty of the man. Unfortunately, our women involved in these fields like engineering, like cricket, football, like other tough fields. But women's, our perspective is that women's not allowed for these tough fields. These fields are just for men. We should arrange some proper fields for employments and for educational point of view, for separate for women's and for men's. And most important and important, and especially the religious education is really 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 and important for women, and especially for also for men. But the women, it is really important to get religious education. If our women are far away from the religious education, so how our women trains our children with a great manner, in a great manner? I think sciences like physics, chemistry, biology did not teach you how to train your children, what is halal, what is haram, what you can do, what you can't do. This note says your medical science, your physics, chemistry. That's why I say religious education is really, really, really and important for the woman. Because if the woman is interested, woman get religious education, so she can treat, they can treat children in really good manner. My dear brothers and sisters, if we talk about the educational personalities, the great educational personalities, how is it possible that we forget one of the great famous wife, beloved wife of Prophet Muhammad named Hazrat Aisha? Hazrat Aisha is really well-known alima and really well-known scholar. The history testifies. And as you know that the knowledge, Imam Zahri says that if we check the knowledge of all the wives of the Prophet Muhammad and all other women of the world, but as we compared, but the knowledge of all these compared with beloved wife Hazrat Aisha. So Hazrat Aisha's knowledge is really heavy as compared to all of these. Allahu Akbar. Hazrat Aisha is really a great jurispruder. Is also Is well known in the field of fiqh. And also the nephew of Hazrat Aisha says that my maternal aunt Hazrat Aisha is also a well known medical specialist. My dear brothers and sisters, the beloved wife of Prophet Muhammad did not limit herself to just a religious education. She also well specialist in the field of medical. So we should allow our women to get education with some limits in our societies, with proper arrangements in the field of religious studies. Especially we should allow our women also the worldly education of medical and some other sciences like child psychology and some other fields. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects your and our sisters and our women, our wives, our ladies. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of you and all of us. Wa ma tawfiqi